I found something else. Something I discovered on this public surplus out of these 35 properties for sale. There is a piece of property. It's $150,000, 34 acres. And the government's saying there's like $1 million building on it or something like that. As I was driving to this mysterious location, I had no idea of the history of this place. I did no research. I just jumped in my car and started driving. This story sounds like something out of a fictional novel or a movie. Unaware of all these events, we had no idea. On a road trip to investigate this place, Alex, and what do you want to do with this building? What are your plans?
It's probably going to be a pretty good spot to do some airsoffing.
It's the first time I've been here, so I just thought I would show you folks that it's actually pretty out here. Yeah, you know, we're on another adventure today, and I can't drive past this thing without at least looking at it. What is this? Our Lady of the Sierras is a beautiful spiritual site located in Cochise County, Arizona, near the Mexican border, on the slopes of the Huachuca Mountains. It was founded in the late 1980s by Gerald and Patricia Chouinard after they felt inspired during a pilgrimage to Yugoslavia. They're in a small village that became a major site of Christian pilgrimage, following reports in 1981 that 6 local children were receiving visions of the Virgin Mary. Gerald, the co-founder of Our Lady of the Sierra Shrine, invented an anti-counterfeit system that helps prevent the replication of self-adhesive labels used in electronics and other equipment. Basically kind of like a barcode from what I was researching on it. His success in this tech industry allowed him to move to Arizona and create this incredible shrine. All right, we're here, folks. This is it. There's the church. The kids are here exploring with me. See what Dad's gonna buy, huh? Do you think Dad should buy this place? This is an old compound from the 50s that we're exploring that is for sale on a government auction. This area is known as the Miracle Valley. We're looking at the chapel at the Miracle Valley Bible College. This magnificent building was constructed by A.A. Allen approximately 1959. A.A. Allen was a well-known evangelistic faith healer and preacher, active primarily in the 1950s and 1960s. He became famous for his tent revival meetings, miraculous healings, and his emphasis on the power of faith. His ministry, based in Miracle Valley, reached a large audience through radio and television.
Do you see the devil in this man's eyes? This thing is coming out of this man. It's demon spirits that have driven him crazy and insane. In the name of Jesus Christ, I come against you. Satan, you are defeated and you know it. You're coming out of him once and for all. And you're going to let him go. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, God, right now.
Yes, Lord.
Right now, Jesus.
Right now, Jesus. Right now.
A.A. Allen died in June 11, 1970. At the age of 59, he was found dead in a hotel room in San Francisco, California. The cause of death was officially listed as acute alcoholism, though there has been much speculation and controversy surrounding the circumstances of his death. Allen's struggle with alcohol were well known, and despite his prominence as a faith healer and evangelist, his battle with addiction became a significant issue later in his life. You could see some potential, you know. Oh, look at this. Jesus saves. What we got here? So this is one of the dormitories. To me, it looks like it's in pretty good shape, but I really couldn't tell you right offhand, but I've seen a lot of buildings in worse shape. I'm gonna look at this and be like, wow, I don't know, Sean. What? You heard something rattle? Yeah, well, we won't go too much further over there then for now, but there's the Palomas Fire District. You see that back in there? Let me zoom out. That's on this property too. So we're gonna just keep going here, looking around. This is the first dormitory facilities. I think they tore some of these structures down from what I was reading. Look at this, it's beautiful in here. I really like this. I'm serious, I did not think I was gonna like this place. I like it. This is not as bad as I thought it would be. Millions of dollars to refurbish these properties. There's no doubt about that. But is there potential here? That's the question, you know? So here we've got something open.
Yeah.
It looks like they've just kicked this door in. Yeah, maybe we're locked out. I don't know what it was.
No, because the door only pushes forward.
Well, that's because it's got a hinge on it. So be very careful with it. But a lot of stuff in here. Be careful too, Alex, for vagrants. Yeah, there's a lot going on in here.
Open as well, so.
Let's go through. You can see that people have been in here. I don't know if they're in here to probably investigate like us. Curiosity. Some of them probably not like us. We're here to actually see if we want to buy this place. So I'm certain, like for example, any vandalism in here, you know it's not people like us. Huh? Look at these. I think these are awesome, kids. Oh, I love these. These are cool. I think this would be harder to get ready for the public for airsoft, but obviously that would be the goal, is to refurbish the main building. You know, that's just absolutely beautiful. This is the story about the Miracle Valley shootout. Pastor Francis Thomas attempted to purchase the 2,560-acre property and its numerous buildings that were previously home to A.A. Allen, with plans to reestablish the original church under her leadership. However, the owners at the time were prohibited from selling the property. Therefore, Pastor Francis Thomas instead purchased several properties for a church use in the subdivision along the north side of the highway, across from the Miracle Valley Bible School, including a restaurant that was converted to a church sanctuary. Racial tensions between church members and other local residents and law enforcement were evident in Miracle Valley. On September 10th, 1981, a homemade bomb accidentally detonated in a 12-passenger van as it headed on Highway 92 for Miracle Valley. Passenger and church member Stephen Lindsay was killed instantly when the bomb detonated while on his lap. It is speculated that the occupants of the van were on the way to release church members by blowing up vehicles as a distraction before blowing out the wall of the station where he was being held. A news crew from Tucson Television, KOD Tucson, came to Miracle Valley in the aftermath. One news crew was attacked by several church members throwing claw hammers. The incident was filmed by a second news crew and broadcast nationally and internationally. On October 22nd, 1982, sheriff's deputies arrived on church property to serve arrest warrants. A single sheriff's car entered the compound. There were 17 cars and 35 deputies nearby ready to provide backup. After knocking on several house doors trying to locate their targets, a car drove up and discharged angry church members. After being attacked by a man swinging a pipe, the deputies called for backup as guns appeared in windows of the houses. The police cars arrived and took position up around two open fields. An estimated 150 church members, men, women, and children, confronted and attacked the deputies with sticks, rocks, pipes, lumber, garden rakes, knives, and firearms. Sheriff Deputy Ray Thatcher was confronted by William Jr., carrying a rifle. Thatcher was designated SWAT sniper for the day of the shootout, fired his Ruger semi-automatic rifle from close range, killing William Thomas Jr. and Auguster Tate, Thomas Jr.'s father-in-law, during the shootout. These two men were the preacher and the son-in-law of the church congregation. In the spring of 1983, Francis Thomas announced the church and its members were returning to Chicago, and the congregation was reestablished on the south side of Chicago. Church members reportedly left Miracle Valley soon afterwards, some simply abandoning their homes and the properties. This has, wow, I think this was built in the 50s. I'll have to look. Let's come over here so we don't have to go in the grass as much. Now you are close to the international border here. It's behind us here. I don't know how many miles. Make sure there ain't no snakes in the grass. But you are close. So this here would be a main area where you'd be doing your airsoft, Alex. This is the main area. Now, would it be...
There's an upstairs.
No, I don't think so. There's an upstairs. Oh, over there you mean? Yeah, let's not go up there yet. I want to stick with each other. Let's stay together, kids. But would this be something that they'd allow you to do that? You know what I mean? Because maybe it may be private, no problem. It's on private property. I could see your friends coming here, but that's an expensive hobby to spend 150 grand on so you guys can come and play air. Think Dad should do that? Buy this just so you and your friends can come play airsoft here, Alex? You're supposed to say, yeah, Dad, please. But you can see, look at the just big cracks all through here. So this facility, they deemed that it should be torn down. That's what the state was saying in the documentation I could see. They were saying this is just so dilapidated that the funds to refurbish it, the professionals that came and looked at this cited that this should just be torn down. Now that is such a shame because the front architectural... Oh, what's going on? All right, we're switching to the GoPro because the camera died. My phone died. So what I was saying is they have deemed this unfit structural size to refurbish. And they suggested just tear down this structure. My thoughts are this, is you see this part here of the structure? It's the steel beams, it's all this. To me, if you were going to do something like that, tear down this part of the structure, if that really is the situation, and then you've got this whole area here. You know, there's a lot to be done here. I believe this could be saved from looking at this. Now, I'm not by no means a structural engineer, but that would be my thoughts. As you see up in here, this is all metal beams. You see, this is all metal beams. So if the structure was unsafe, I would think it's this. Now, I do realize the concrete's got a lot of cracking in it, but that should not affect this. You know, these are all in here, these pylons. I think it's salvageable. Now let's go look at this part of the structure. Now here's a lot of cracking going on in here. If there's any structural engineers, what you're looking at here, you seeing this? Tell me if I'm off my game plan here and this is just stupid. Tell me what you think, because I've got a little bit of time to think about this. A few days, at least a week, I think. So here is the upstairs. Let me go up there before you guys do. I want to make sure it's looks safe. I want to look at the structure first before we do anything up there. So again, the same thing I was thinking is this is built on this load-bearing wall here. You see, that's the exterior load-bearing wall. But look at this interior load-bearing wall. That's all metal. This is wood load-bearing for this part of the structure. So let's go see what we've got here. I'm gonna go up. It feels quite solid. It's all metal. This is metal. Oh, I like this. It feels very solid. Here, but wow. So I'm being careful. You can see somebody put that there. It's probably a weak spot there. So we're not going to walk by the windows because, you know, water getting on this OSB board is compromising integrity of the floor. But it feels very solid, to be honest with you. I don't feel any weakness here. And then if you look at the structure, look at the structure. This is all metal beams. You see it? So it's all metal. And then we've got the siding here is wood. Be a lot of work to reconstruct this. It's a lot to take on, I can tell you that. This is an enormous undertaking. You know, what would you do with all these dilapidated buildings? You know, what are you gonna do with this? And then we have a little terrace here. So you can see the metal roof on this looks to be in pretty good shape there. Look at the beauty. You really do have a beautiful, beautiful view out here. Wow. I had to come out here and see what this was all about. The truth of it is, it might just be too much for me. So it's Let's go down here and keep looking. This is definitely the coolest part of this whole area here. This is what I don't like, folks. Honestly, was there a reason that people have to come out here and break these glass? Whoa, look at that. Did you see it? So we're gonna keep on going to the next place. Look at,
Pause.
it's a lot of,
Oh, yeah.
Pause. From oil.
They look
Or
fresh.
something.
yeah, like into there. What were they, was it drinking this? Hey, stay close to me. Don't go running off anywhere. I don't have my weapon or anything. Is that a cat or a dog?
I think that.
It looks fairly fresh, so like you said. Or a monkey, huh? Could be a rabid animal. Just got to be careful. You never know what you're going to encounter.
Oh, that's a lot of fresh paws.
And we're not going to go into each one of these, folks.
Well, it seems like it goes into there.
No, it looks like it's going this way. They might have went in there, but look almost like a raccoon more than a dog, but it's really hard to say.
Could be a raccoon.
Look at all this stuff going on out here. So we're gonna come out here. I don't see any snakes. This is probably gonna be locked up. It looks, nope, it's not. This actually may be the best, this is the best building so far. So it's starting to get more interesting, folks, because this thing looks like something that's literally, I think this could be turned into a house much easier than the other place. Oh yeah, even has some beautiful chandeliers. This here has potential. Yeah, this is without a doubt. So my question would be, to me this seems like, so this was a dormitory, lots of little rooms. A lot of mouse droppings in one spot there. Yeah, you two stay together, don't separate. You should stay with me too. This is the kitchen area.
I think this is more for used for.
Yeah, these are all dormitories. That's what they were called. So this is your restroom. So this used to be a big church complex, like a compound. That's what I would call it. Another room in here. So I think we're going to just go to the next place. That hot water heater's there.
Imagine exploring this place at night.
Yeah, this is the easiest way in. I guess we found the easiest way in here. There's your wiring box. Looks fairly modern, to be honest with you.
There's that.
Dorm
Whatever. Oh yeah.
So this one looks quite dilapidated. I don't think we're going to go into all these, guys. You can just see, look at from here. This looks pretty rough. So I think the rest of them are pretty rough. We just saw the two best ones. There's a pretty big building back in here. There is just so much still here. I thought that most of this would be torn down, you know, that it'd be gone, but it's all here. So you have just a tremendous undertaking. Wow, it's just a lot going on out here. Just a lot going on out here. Just most of these buildings don't have the roofs on them. So these are just a major amount of tear downs. It's just a lot going on. These are all boarded up. The windows are here. So perhaps it's in better shape. I don't know. There's a lot going on, that's for certain. So we don't want to step on any snakes here. Take your time walking. Got an exercise machine. This building looks like this. Here's another prime example. What's the point of tearing stuff up, folks? This actually looks to be in the best shape yet. I think this is where you build your house. 100%.
Use the tables as a cover.
Look at the beams and stuff. Yeah, I think this is where you'd build a house. This could make a pretty cool house, huh, Alex? And the metal top roof that I saw up here looked pretty good. I think this could be constructed into a house. I think this could be turned into a house. This is in the best shape of any of the buildings here. And I like the design. I think it's pretty. You know, you could insulate this right here, put some drywall in, and it would look great. You know, replace a lot of these windows, all these windows, some dual pane windows, and yeah. Let's see what this is. Austria, 1904. That's kind of cool. I like this building.
Hey Dad, look. I think those are pomegranate trees.
Oh, it is a pomegranate tree. Is there pomegranates on it? Yeah, we're gonna have to grab one before we leave. That is so cool. I'm glad you pointed that out. Watch out for the broken glass. It's a shame. There's no reason. This really bothers me to see this.
I don't know if they look good.
Yeah, they may be. They look like they're ripe. I think they're great. Wow. A lot of pomegranates there. I like it. It's just a shame that people have to vandalize things and tear things up for no reason. This is a very interesting building to me. You can see the electric wires are still intact. You know, you got the receptacles in here. So what condition is all the electrical in? You know, probably has to be brought up to code, obviously. So now here's, I guess, was a kitchen at one time. So this would have been the area for the kitchen. You got your gas pipes. Definitely the kitchen area. Got a big vent cover here. I think this building could be salvaged. Everything I'm seeing with this, go in there and keeps going, huh? And then you can go out through here. I'm not going to go through all of these buildings today. But I think I've seen enough to help me decide if this is something I want to buy. And that's what this trip really was about. And I'm bringing you along with me. And here's a beautiful pomegranate tree. Beautiful pomegranate tree with lots of pomegranates. Reminds me of when I was a child. I'd go to the desert and with my dad, and we'd get pomegranates, pick them right off the trees.
Thinking about this one.
Alex got mine, darn it. The fact they're red, they should be good. I'm gonna grab this one. Resting on 37 plus acres, this old ghost town. The bid started at $150,000. And 4 minutes left on the bid. The current price was at $180,100. With a total of 34 bids, the property sold for $201,700. And I wanted to note that I was reading off of public information on all this information that I'm reading that was on Wikipedia. None of this I was aware of when I drove out there. All this was a mystery. It's when I came back and started getting ready to edit this video, I discovered all this information. It's incredible stories. I'm very glad I went out and looked at it. And yeah, I was going to seriously buy this place and turn it into something. I wasn't certain of what it was, but I have changed my mind. Thank you for watching my videos. Please give me a like, subscribe to this channel, share this video, post your comments in there if you have more knowledge or have an idea of really what happened or personal experience of what happened. That would be really great. But we'll see you on the next one. One of the videos up here will be the previous 2 videos.